episode of What's in the Arcade, and today we're going to be talking about a specific game. We're going to be talking about Sega Outrun from 1986. This is Alan. He's going to be playing it for us today, and this is a great game because you have a choice of where you want to go in your track. There's many different ways, and once you start getting used to this game, you can kind of pick the way that you want to go, get better at it, and so let's jump into some of the gameplay. Let's give him a couple of credits here.
So when you first start out playing Outrun, the first course is Coconut Beach. Everybody starts out there, and when you get to the first fork in the road, after completing Coconut Beach, that's when you get to decide if you want to go left or right and which course you want to take to get to the end goal. There's 5 different goals in this game to reach, and you can go any of 15 different selectable courses depending on how you go through the game. So he's about to come up on his first fork in the road, and to the left is Gateway, and to the right is Devil's Canyon. So he's going to head down Devil's Canyon. You see the background change. That was also very new and innovative for racing games like this. They sold over 20,000 cabinets in the first year, which was a huge success for Sega. And a couple of things people had never seen before. One is the linear type of gameplay where the player could actually select which course they wanted to drive, by turning either left or right at the fork in the road. The other is being able to select your music or soundtrack at the beginning of the game. It also had force feedback steering, and 2 of the cabinets that came out were sit-downs, and they had hydraulics which would sway the game left and right as you steered, and that was pretty cool. I remember playing that one. And the force feedback in the steering wheel kind of simulated the road and crashes by moving the steering wheel or shaking it, and that was in all 4 of the different cabinets. So we're coming up on the second fork in the road, and the left there is the Alps, and if you had gone right, that's the Cloudy Mountains. In this game, it's a little bit different than pole position, which we mentioned earlier, in that you can actually touch or hit a car, and that will just make you slow down, lose a little bit of time, skid you off one way or the other. Unless you hit a sign or something going full speed, you won't really crash in this game, but it does slow you down. So it's best, still not to touch anything, but it's not deadly. So the song we're listening to in this one is Passing Breeze. There's actually 4 songs in this game: Magical Sound Shower, Passing Breeze, Splash Wave, which you can select at the beginning, and then at the very end there's one more tune when you finish the course and get a high score. That's called Last Wave. So we're coming up on that third fork in the road, and gonna head right here into the wheat field, and if you'd gone left, that would be the old Capitol course. You see that really cool background change again. So the programmer, Yu Suzuki, actually didn't get to make everything he wanted for this game, although it was so innovative and revolutionary for its time. He actually wanted 8 different selectable cars, including the Ferrari Testarossa, that ended up in this game with different stats. Some with better cornering, some with better acceleration or speed. So Suzuki was definitely a visionary and pioneer, in gaming. Okay, we're coming up on that 4th fork and final fork in the game for the 5th course, and so we're going right to the Autobahn. If he had gone left, that would have been Desolation Hill. So Let's see how Alan does here on the last course. So far, no wrecks, and he's doing great. So once you get really good at this game, it's not so much can you make it to the end, because you can still make it to the end with one crash. Two makes it very, very difficult, takes away your chances of getting to the end pretty good. But you know, when you get good at this game, like Alan here, it's more how many seconds do you have left, and this is just incredible. 11 seconds left, so he got all those bonus points, and yeah, that's pretty good.
I didn't bump at anything that run, but I had a lot more instances where I had to slow down, so that kind of ate up a few seconds of the clock for the bonus points. But
Yeah, that was a damn good run though.
yeah, felt good.
So Alan's one of our regular customers here at the Quarter Lounge, and has played quite a bit of Outrun. Is there anything you want to add about this game in particular?
Playing this game since I was 5 years old. It's one of my favorites.
There you have it.
Another thing, so I played earlier and got through, but that higher score included a wreck in one of the turns in that canyon stage, and yet I somehow got better because I got through the rest of it without having to slow down too much.
Right, even with the wreck, it's true. Yeah.
There may be a little luck involved with the traffic patterns, but no.
Kind of like driving around DFW.